like bear and caribou and bobcats the same. When mighty old Noel starts to draw back his bow and take aim. This is the legend of a man who still remains with the name on no feather. Hunting is his game, living by the code of the great outdoors. He'll never let nothing stand in his way. With a big old grizzly bear, but the preacher see he got away and didn't see. Mighty old Noel just sat back and said, I'll wait another day. Oh, with a hi-yi-o, I say it's a hunting we will go. Oh, with the yippee-ki-yay and the yippee-ki-yo, I said it once before and I'll say it again, a hunting we will go. Let's go. Now see, Noel Feather's not your average hunting man. He held the record 3 times, now Boone and Crockett understand. Both Saxon and Young Odd have both bowed down and gave old Noel a hand. From the windswept peaks of the Yukon to the swamps of Alabama, on top his horse Big Red to the bayous of Louisiana, he travels the country without a fear to seek a brand new land. He's always tried to push himself as far as he could go. On his battling buck's white-tail hunting show, try as they might, they just can't escape his arrow and his bow. Oh, with a hi-yi-o, I say a hunting we will go. Oh, with the yippee-ki-yay and the yippee.
I'm Noel Feather, and I'd like to take you along and let you see some footage that was taken in this video, and hope you enjoy it. But before we get started at that, I'd like to take a couple of minutes to talk about something that I feel is very important, and that is sharp broadheads. And I feel like that too many people doesn't pay a close enough attention. They'll go into the woods with a dull broadhead, and that could be the difference between wounding a deer and killing a deer. And if you'll watch when you're viewing this footage, you'll see how a lot of these deer go down, how quick they go down, and this is what I'm trying to stress, that what a good sharp broadhead will do, and it could make the difference between hitting a deer and losing a deer. And nobody wants to hit a deer and lose it. And I just feel like that we owe it to the animal to shoot as much bow as we can, as heavy a pull. Don't shoot a bow that's heavier than you can handle accurately, but shoot as much bow as you can, use a good sharp broadhead, and that sharp broadhead is like putting an extra 10 pounds on your bow when it comes to penetration. And I like to shoot completely through a deer if I possibly can. And when you watch this footage, I think you'll see what I'm talking about, that a sharp broadhead can make the difference. So pour yourself a cup of coffee, settle back and relax, and I hope you enjoy bucks, bows, and broadheads.
Down, buddy.
He's a nice one, eh?
He sure is.
See how white his horns was?
Oh, man.
He really got white horns.
Where's he get them white horns from? Being in the fields?
Some of them probably rub their horns on. He's a pretty buck.
Oh, he's beautiful, dark brown. You can see him coming through the woods a ways. He kind of snuck up on me. I didn't get a whole lot of footage of him, but he was there. I got this.
It looked like it was right in the right place. I'm surprised he didn't go down before he did.
He jumped pretty good, and then he just kind of snuck up. But
He couldn't hardly go.
see, look at the trees. Look at the wind. You know, it's going. The wind's going over his back towards us. So, you know, there's no way he could have smelled us. I just didn't think he knew what was there.
Oh man, he didn't know what hit him. Let's go take a look at that one.
Sounds good to me.
He was standing about right in there when he shot and went right straight through here. The last I seen him go down was up on top of that hill. That's in that big tree. I couldn't tell if he got up or not. It looks like he went through here, but I don't see him there. Because that big tree is about where I seen him go down. Yeah, he went through here. There's a little bit of blood up here. Yeah, right there. There's where he went down. Now there's blood right there. That's just about where I saw him. He went down. There's blood right there. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. There's a little bit of blood right there. Look.
He's beautiful.
Horns are white. Look at that. Perfect lung.
I asked you before, are they white for him sitting in a field, or?
No, it's what they rub their horns on mostly. Some of them will be real dark, some will be a lot lighter. That's a pretty beautiful buck. He's heavy. He wouldn't score a lot, but he's a heavy buck. I mean, heavy rack. He's got good bases on him. I believe that buck's got a little age on him. He's a nice buck. That is a pretty one.
Yeah, he's nice, kind of a dark colored buck.
Yeah, I noticed that when he come through the woods. I noticed how dark he was. He just comes sleeping through there, you know. I don't know if he was actually tracking a doe or what, you know. It's hard to tell this time of year.
He didn't seem too spooked when he was shot. I think the wind was going over his back.
He didn't seem real spooked at all. Look how his neck is swelled though.
Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely in rut. He's a pretty buck. Well, go back and get my pack and take the bow and the camera.
Yeah, starting to get kind of dark.
Get the tag and come back and...
Get that bucket of chicken too, will ya?
Hey man, I'm ready. Let's go do it.
Watch closely in slow motion. After the arrow passes through this buck, he jumps into the air and kicks high with his hind legs. This is typical of a deer that is shot through the heart.
How about that, buddy?
I like it.
He was a nice one, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. I think he was looking at that decoy, too.
That was a nice buck.
I know, looking right away from me.
He wasn't no world record, but he's pretty, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
He's a nice little
I'm
buck.
happy with it.
That's all that matters.
Right. Great. What do you think?
Well, we'll get down and give him a few minutes. I think he's hit good. See your arrow there, Dave?
Oh, yeah, it's right here. Flew right through him. Yeah, and there's blood right here, too. Oof. Heading right there. Here, I've seen him go down right over there. Where he's over. Look at the blood, though. Look at that.
Let me get a shot.
I mean, it's just sprayed. Look, it sprays all over here, too. Look at this. That's a heart shot right there. That hurts, you know. I can see the angle of the arrow, you know, because it went down through
Yeah.
and through that lake.
If you seen him go down, I had him on film, but running through that brush, I wasn't sure what happened.
Oh, yeah, he went down. I know it.
Let's just kind of walk on down
I'm
there
sure.
the way you went, let you see him go.
Just by the angle of the arrow, you know. But look at that. Well, I'm sure glad I sharpened that on that. Sharper, very sharp. Okay, cross that ditch and it just keeps right on.
Oh, there's a lot of blood there.
Yeah. He can walk right down this, no problem.
Still got plenty of blood, haven't you? You still on it, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
He's going right where you saw him go down?
Yep.
It's kind of neat to track him, though.
Oh, yeah. That's as much fun as shooting, you know, okay? Tracking them. Almost. Not here in range, right here.
You see the deer? Good. All right.
Oh, yeah.
How many points?
Almost that long enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10-pointer.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Ah, he's a pretty buck.
Yeah.
Nice buck.
One horn broke off.
Got one broke?
Well, two, maybe just a couple of them anyway there.
Uh-huh. What do you think he'll weigh?
Oh boy, I don't know, probably. I don't know, maybe 120, 125.
I thought he was a little bigger buck than that.
Huh?
I thought he was a little bigger than that. But I was too worried about filming him. I wasn't paying a lot of attention to the size.
Yeah, I wouldn't think he'd weigh more than that, do you?
Oh, that's pretty. I think you'll go 135 myself, but I could be wrong. It's a pretty buck.
Yeah.
Well, buddy, you had a good one.
Yep, see where it come out?
Right there in the leg, huh?
Yep, right there. The legs where it came out. Hit him on the other side there. Through.
Well, why don't you go back up and get all your stuff? Come on back down here. I'll leave the camera here. Go back up and get the truck. I'll meet you here, and we will try to get that bad boy out of here. Sound good?
Good. Sounds real good.
Okay, doke.
Man, can you imagine that?
How's that for putting one?
Jeez! Man, he went down.
I put him down, but I wasn't aiming for the spine, I'll tell you that.
Well, I probably shouldn't have whistled, but I wanted to stop him, you know, so you could get a shot.
It's a good hit.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead now. He's gone. I thought he was going to run by you, so I thought I'd whistle, and he stopped. Maybe I should have let him quarter away more for me.
No, he was standing perfect.
Oh, was he?
He was standing perfect. I hit higher than I wanted to be. He's a nice little buck. Well,
Oh, he's going to be good eating.
I hate to stand one like that, man. You know, I went through and got vitals, there's no doubt about that, but I hate to hit one like that. I know I've heard people say they shot for the spine, but if not hit, I would cross one on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
He was kicking, and he went right down below this hill here, and there's all this brush, and I think that's where he's at. Yeah, here's where he first went down. See here? He kicked off down in here.
Uh-huh. Probably just kind of rolled a little bit down this hill.
I didn't think he went that far.
Well, that's the thing about a spine shot. You might not be the preferred shot, but if it happens, it happens, and when it happens, they don't go far.
You know, that's one of the reasons why I like to shoot a heavy bow and a good sharp broadhead, because then if you do happen to hit something like that, you're going to go on through and get the vitals.
Yeah, you're pretty covered that way. And
It's just, to me, it's just more security. Nice little buck. I'll tell you what, we still do some good eating on him.
yep.
went right straight down into his lungs.
Yep.
You know, if you spine one, you could always try to get up on and finish him off if you're shooting a lighter bow, but with shooting a heavy bow and a good sharp head, you're going to go through the spine and stop down in here in the old boiler room.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Nice young one.
He's a pretty little buck. Little crotch on him. No brow tine. Well, he'll be some good eating on him.
Probably full of corn.
I think I'll have sausage. Or have him all made into sausage. That is really good eating. Yeah. Better go get the truck. Being tagged. Get him out of here, man. We're losing light these old dark, cloudy days. It gets dark pretty quick.
Yep.
Let's take the stuff on back up. I'm always talking about broadheads. I'd like to take a few minutes and tell you a little bit about some of the results that I found out just recently when I was testing some of these different broadheads. And I will actually shoot those heads and show you where you can see the difference in the penetration and some of the things I've been talking about. They always say a picture is worth 1,000 words, so if I actually shoot these arrows and let you see, I think you'll get the idea of what I mean. One of the things I wanted to talk about is the expandable head, the head that opens on impact. Now, a lot of people are wanting to shoot this head. A lot of people, including myself, was scared to shoot it because they was afraid it would not open, or they're afraid they won't get the penetration. And I will be shooting this head to show you just how it performs. I have two of the more popular type broadheads on the market today. One is a 3-blade here, the other is a 2-blade. I've always been under the impression, believed this for many years, that no head would perform and penetrate like a 2-blade head. And this little test that I did, I proved myself to be wrong. This head right here will perform just as well, got just as much penetration. In fact, it got quite a bit more penetration than either one of these two other heads. And that's the thing that I wanted to show you. This head is made by the Rocket Arrowhead people. It's called a steel head. And this whole ferrule is solid steel. And when this head hits, these little blades come out. And it's about probably 1 1/8 inches, same as probably this head right here when it's open. And I believe that that's part of the problem that a lot of people think that these type heads won't penetrate, is that they're shooting too big a head. They're shooting one of them that when it opens up, it's like maybe 2.5 inches. And that head will not penetrate like this head. So if you're going to shoot one of those real big heads, you're going to have to use more bow and shoot more poundage. With this head right here, it weighs 125 grains. It has about about 1 1/8 cutting diameter, which would be about equal to either one of these other heads. And the big thing about this head, and why so many people like them and want to shoot them, is the fact that they fly like a target arrow. They fly just like a field tip. If you've got a field tip that weighs 125 grains, that's what this weighs. You can screw this broadhead on your arrow and it will perform the same as a field tip. And to me, that's the big thing. And I know I hear a lot of people talking about them. They like the way they shoot, but they're afraid they won't penetrate. So what I would like to do is to take and shoot all 3 of those arrows into this piece of plywood. I have a catalog behind it. We'll see which one goes the farthest or goes the deepest into the catalog if it goes through the plywood. So just bear with me a minute and I will take and shoot all 3 of those heads and let you see exactly what I found out. Okay, I'm going to take now, I'm going to shoot the 2-blade head, then I'll shoot the other 2 and we'll check the penetration. All of these arrows heads will be shot from a 22/16 arrow. All the same weight, same bow, everything will be the same. There's arrow number 1. Now we'll shoot the 3-blade head. If I can get the snow off here. Everything's the same. Try to hit a little different spot. Okay. Now I'm going to shoot the steel head, the one that opens on impact. This is the head that I was so surprised at the penetration. Let's go down and take a look and see what the results are. Okay, here's the 3-blade head. As you can see, it made it through the plywood, but it didn't make it all the way to the catalog. Here is the 2-blade head. It went farther through the plywood, but it did not make it all the way to the catalog. This is the rocket steel head. It went all the way through the plywood and is buried in the catalog. I don't think it shot completely through the catalog, but it did go into it up to the shaft. Okay, right here where my thumb is the tip of the rocket. It didn't go completely through the catalog, but it did travel through 314 pages of the catalog. It went through, plus it went through had to go all the way through the plywood. So as you can see, it did penetrate farther than in any other head that we tested. And this was what was so amazing to me. So I'm going to try to get this off of here. It didn't want to come out there. Okay. As you can see that the head is still intact. It did not hurt the blades. I've got one other test that I want to show you that this is a tough little head. Okay, what I'm going to do is take this little steel head that's made by Rocket. I'm going to take and shoot that into a 55-gallon steel barrel. And I have done this test before with other broadheads, and a Muzzy will shoot all the way through it, and I think this head will too. The only thing is, with these blades that open on impact, I don't know if they'll stay intact going through steel. But I've shot it on other things enough to know that this head will penetrate as good as any head I've shot. So we'll give it the old barrel trick and see what happens. Pretty sure it's through both sides. See here, the arrow went completely through both sides of the barrel, penetrated right to the knock on the side where it went in, went out the opposite side. The blades are still intact, and you can see the cuts right here where it opened and went through the steel. To me, that's a very impressive little demonstration. As you can see, that little head is still intact. There's not a thing wrong with it. The blades are perfect, and I'm impressed. I'm not afraid to shoot this head at any animal. So if there's any of you folks that have thought about trying the new heads that open on impact, I suggest you give them a try, because everyone knows that they fly just like a field point. And after watching this demonstration, I think you'll agree that you don't have to be worried about penetration. So all I can say is give them a try. I think you'll like them. So come along and go with me. We're going to go back and see some action from bucks, bows, and broadheads.
Boy, he had my blood pumping. Boy, he didn't go very far, did he? Blew right through it. That's a walleye. He's standing right over here somewhere, isn't he?
Somewhere off to the left here.
Yeah. I see the arrow right there. Oh, look at that. He started bleeding like a faucet right as soon as the arrow went through him.
He sure did. Is the arrow right there?
Yeah, the arrow's right up here. Yeah, this is good all over.
Yeah, I thought it looked like it went right through him.
Yeah, those sharp broadheads sure do the trick, don't they?
They sure do.
Boy, look at that. Just like somebody opened up a hole. Yeah, there he is, right up there. Yeah, he's pretty nice stuff.
He's not too bad.
Yeah. How's that look?
Look,
Boy, he'll be good eating, won't he?
sure will. Looks pretty nice.
Boy, I like these, get out here in this cold weather. That snow started coming down, you know. I started getting cold, but boy, it's worth it. I don't mind getting a little bit cold to get one like this.
Oh yeah, me neither.
Boy, let's get the truck and get him out of here.
Oh, he's beautiful. Beautiful.
Did you ever see one go down so quick?
Oh man, you hit him right in the lungs. Oh, he's beautiful.
Up this arrow right here. Did you ever see so much blood so quick? There's blood right here, and there's a big bunch of blood right over here. I mean, that arrow went through him so quick he didn't even know what was happening. Setting up along this old road didn't turn out to be too bad of an idea, buddy. They'll follow an old road like that. There's scrapes all up and down it, so that's a good spot. He's laying right over here. Let's walk up there. complete penetration. That's what I like. Easy cracking, nothing to it. I just wanted to see how much he was bleeding, how quick. There's blood right over your foot. He's not pumping it out like I thought he would. Or he didn't. Yeah, there's a big bunch right there. There he lays, there he lays. I don't believe he went over about 40 yards. That's the most. There's blood right there. Yeah, he's starting to really pump her out here. Yeah, he's picking up. Pretty sure I got him through the lungs, but I wasn't sure. Might have just got one, and could have even caught the heart. Boy, he's a dandy. He's a pretty buck. Oh, he got right in the old briar, didn't he?
Sure did.
Ooh, them things got sticky. Oh, rose bushes. Pretty one. Just about a perfect 8. Just about a perfect 8. He's a nice one.
He's got a nice rack on him.
Yeah, he's a dandy.
Hey, I think he's almost a 9-pointer, isn't he?
Well, he's got this little one sticking out down here. Yeah, I guess he'd be classed as a 9. It's almost like a split brow, but it's real small.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's a pretty buck. Be some good eating on that dude. Did you notice how roughed up he was?
Uh-huh.
Looked like he'd been in a fight and maybe got his butt kicked when he's coming down through there. Hair just looked like it was all roughed up on him. Well, I gotta go back down here and get my pack and get a tag on that dude.
I think that you've probably got a little better understanding now of what I was talking about at the beginning of the video about keeping the broadhead sharp, because as you can see, a good sharp broadhead does put them down, and that's what you need. That's what it takes for bow hunting, is to make sure that the arrows are flying straight, the broadheads are sharp, and it can make the difference between a kill or a lost deer. I'd like to thank you folks for watching the video. I hope that you enjoyed watching it as much as we did making it. We've got some more videos coming, and until then, keep those broadheads sharp, keep them flying straight, and good luck to you and good hunting.
Hillside and range, every black bear and caribou and bobcats the same. When mighty old Noel starts to draw back his bow and take aim. This is the legend of a man who still remains with a name on no feather. Hunting is his game, living by the code of the great outdoors. He'll never let nothing stand in his way. With a big old grizzly bear, but the creature, see, he got away and didn't seem to care. So mighty old Noel just sat back and said, I'll wait another day. Oh, with a hi-yi-o, I say it's a hunting we will go. Oh, with the yippee-ki-yay and the yippee-ki-yo, I said it once before and I'll say it again, a hunting we will go. Let's go. Boone and Crockett understand. Both Saxon and Young I'd have both bowed down and gave old Noel a hand. From the windswept peaks of the Yukon to the swamps of Alabama, on top his horse Big Red to the bayous of Louisiana, he travels the country without a fear to seek a brand new land. He's always tried to push himself as far as he could go. On his battling bucked white-tail hunting show, try as they might, they just can't escape his arrow and his bow. Oh, with the hidey-I-O, I say hunting we will go. Oh, with the yippee-ki-yay and the yippee-ki-yo, I said it once before and I'll say it again, hunting we will go. Let's go. Hillside and range, every black bear and caribou and bobcat's the same. When mighty old Noel starts to draw back his bow and take aim. This is the legend of a man who still remains.